Hello everybody, and welcome to this special edition here where I have gone to the beach. Not only to get a dip in the water because it's currently really hot here in Denmark, so I'm looking forward to get a swim. And yeah, this guy is apparently running over here. Looks really hot. So my plan is also to draw today, because one of the great things about going to the beach and draw during the summer is that people have so little clothes on, and this means that they are great croquis models. Actually, drawing people on the beach is such a great resource in terms of drawing croquis. So you have all these different kinds of poses, all these different kinds of body types. You learn about anatomy, you learn about how people distribute their weight and how they use the body to balance themselves. So it's just a win-win. So now the plan is to find a great spot on the beach and then start drawing some people. And during the sketching session, I will talk a bit about anatomy and talk a bit about the materials I draw with and how my process in sketching the human figure on the beach is. With me on the beach, I have brought what is probably my favorite material to sketch the human figure with. It's a combination of a pastel, which has this square shape. The color is warm gray, and then a pencil, and the softness of this pencil is 4B. I'll write down the specifics of these materials in the description of this video. So what I like to do starting off here is to create some very quick landmarks with the pastel, marking a few places, maybe a part of the contour or a muscle that helps me to see connections. Here, for instance, I touch the large muscle on the thigh and I find a connection to the kneecap. After putting down a few swift landmarks, I like to use the pencil to do a contour or silhouette line. Here's an example of how powerful I think this little piece of pastel is in combination with a pencil. I marked the plane beneath the chest here, a small line that shows the center of the stomach, and then a few markings, some tone that shows the shape of the abdominal muscles, just beneath the muscles here. Then I add the contour line and see if I want to add some more tone. Very simple way to define the upper body. In this drawing here, I've kind of done it in the reverse order by starting out with the outline. This pose really shows the anatomy of the legs and feet, and I wanted to take advantage of this and really work on showing the beauty of the legs and the structure of the legs. So I don't care so much that his face looks like a character from Peanuts, because my main focus are his legs. So here I use the pastel first by creating a mark beneath the kneecap, and then drag my pastel down because I really want to show this bony and hard structure that the shin bone has. Notice how it's the contrast of white and gray area of the pastel that creates this shape of the knee and of the leg in our minds. Same thing with the elbow here, and then just a tiny bit of shade beneath the cap. If you use too much tone, you'll end up closing the form rather than describing the form, so be careful with where you put the tone. Now we have a sketch of a woman here. I just kind of like the way she was leaning to the side and the way the wind was catching her hair, which I then tried to capture. And then notice how the spine is twisted. People sometimes forget when drawing the spine that the human spine is pretty flexible. And then of course we have the clavicles, which are always very accentuated. Also on the guy to the left you can see how the clavicles stand out. You can always adjust the level of difficulty. In this one I tried to challenge myself by drawing a pose that is foreshortened, what I think most people find really hard, including myself. If you're curious to know how I go about drawing this pose here, then I can let you know that it's actually blind drawing that helped me. I've made 2 videos on the subject if you want to try this out.
Altså, du har det her, ikke, der er fyldt med sten, og så lå der lige sådan halv meter tang.
And again, notice how I really use this gray pastel here to accentuate the toughness of the shoulder here, which is right beneath the shoulder here we have the bone of the shoulder. So this is why I'm accentuating this place. I'll show you one last study I did. It kind of sums up the things you've seen in this video. So in this process video you can pay attention to how I create the landmarks, how I use the pastel to accentuate the places of the person, of the anatomy, where you really can see the bone structure. And then I really like how I managed to capture the face also, kind of doing a portrait of this guy. I'll let the drawing do the speaking, so enjoy. Thanks for watching out there. I hope you enjoyed this little trip to the beach. Feel free to share any experience you might have about drawing croquis like this in the comment section below, or if you're keen on trying it, fire away if you have any questions. Oh yeah, and as always, make sure to hit the subscribe button and spread the word about this channel. This way you make my day and I'll keep making great content for all of you. Until next time, have fun drawing.